Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Amanda, the channel name is Alba Stitcher, and this is a channel about cross stitch where I share what I've been stitching on, if I've made any finishes. I've always made some sort of purchase and anything else stitchy related. How's everyone doing? Today is Tuesday the 17th of October. I have a little bit of a Halloween background. This will probably be my last video before Halloween, so I thought I would put up the little tin display that I got. I don't know if you can, it's tin. I picked it up in TK Maxx and a few other pieces that I've picked up here and there, but let me show you this, which is a super cute little mouse, a little witchy mouse. I got this from Sofelt in the UK. It's from the same company who does the little mouse with a kilt. So yeah, I brought her out because it's Halloween. Oh, and now she'll not sit. When she was sitting earlier. Anyway, so what have I got for you today? I've got a few things. I have one finish, a new start, which is also almost a finish, work on some other whips, works in progress. I have some haul, I have a giveaway winner, I have some other giveaways as well, and I don't really have much of a life update. I might say a few things at the end. Maybe I start off by saying today, or this video, is 3 years since I started on Flosstube, and if you've been with me since the beginning, well done. A lot has happened in the 3 years. If I remember correctly, I was sitting on the floor in our apartment in the Netherlands when I first filmed, and not only did I look different, obviously lots of things have happened in that time, some good things, some not so good things. But anyway, 3 years on, I'm really glad that I started. I was encouraged to make the videos, and I'm glad I did, because I've made some really good friends, virtual friends. I've met some people as well at retreats, but mostly the friends have been virtual, and who knows, maybe I'll meet them at some future point. So this is a little bit of a Flosstube anniversary, 3 years, and who knows what the next 3 years will bring. Anyway, will we start with the stitching, or I could ramble on all day? Let's start with the finish, because I'm super pleased. I'll not say proud, but pleased, because I finished my October Quaker, and here it is. And if you've been with me for a while, you know I had decided at the start of the year to complete a monthly Quaker from this series. This is the series by From the Heart Needleart by Wendy. She produced a monthly Quaker, and in January I picked up my needle, encouraged people to join in, which has been great. We have a hashtag Year of Quakers 2023, and this is number 10. I can't believe it. Number 10. There is only 2 more to do. It's a great feeling. So this is the October Quaker. Again, I was going great guns, and then I was on this final motif here, and yeah, my ability to count left me. Yeah, so frogged it not once, not twice, 3 times, and then I also had run out of thread, had to order another skein, was really concerned that maybe it wouldn't match. You know, these hand-dyed threads, it's a little bit like playing Russian roulette. You never know what you're going to get, but luckily it was okay. I kept on stitching, and that's it, done. So here it is. This is done on 32 count vintage country mocha. I've done them all in 32 count. Plan will maybe be flat folds, I'm thinking, but 10 down and 2 to go. And I want to do a big shout out to everyone who's kept along. I'd mentioned, I think, Stuart, only because I see Stuart at the Stitchy Days here in Scotland, but I do know there's other people. Sue, for example, has done really well keeping up. In fact, she bet me this month she'd finished her Quaker. So only 2 more to do, November and December, and I think that in itself will be a motivating factor to get the whole year wrapped up. But I've loved doing them, but they are very big. They really do eat into a lot of my stitchy time. So here is October. Would it not be nice if this was my screenshot for once? I don't think the Quaker has been. Oh no, maybe my last video the Quaker was the screenshot. So October Quaker. So really pleased, got that finished. What else have I been stitching on? Well, I decided to pick up my, excuse me while I get it out, my Quaker Diamonds by Rosewood Manor. And if you remember correctly, this was a birthday start for me. So my birthday was back in July, and I started this, and this is as far as I've gotten on it. Let me show you. There you go. So I have now, I'll just move that thread. I've now finished this motif. I had to frog a little bit up here, basically this bird. But if I add in this bird and I think just his feet in that, that'll be that top motif done as well. And I must admit, I absolutely love stitching on this. I take my time. I often stop stitching so that I can pick up something else, but I'm almost getting across the top. If I can just show you that, and then you can see where I'm at. So yeah, and this is stitched on 28 count Zweigart. I think it's just grey. I think it is just grey. I picked it up off a stash unload at some point. It was in my stash. Didn't know what I was going to stitch on it, but I really do like the threads on this fabric. Quickly tell you about the threads. If you're not aware, this is stitched using the Valdani threads. I've not got a good storage method for these yet, but these are in these little boxes. Tells you on the side which one it's for. I think these are the ones that are used for all the Quakers, so the spring, summer, autumn, winter. The Quaker Diamonds, and I think there's another one, is it Quaker and Quilts maybe? But yeah, these are the threads. And just a little bit about the threads, you take them from the spool, and I don't know if I'll be able to show you. I know I showed before, but in case people don't. Can you see? Maybe I need my board. They are, yeah, so they are stranded, but you don't strand them when you're stitching on 28 count. I don't think you could stitch on a higher count. It is already quite a full stitch, but this is how I store them, and it's not, I don't know whether to put them into floss away bags. This is basically how I store them. I've got the little tray, and then that's my excess on top. There's maybe a better way to store them, but just so you can see it one more time, this is Quaker Diamonds by Rosewood Manor, stitched 2/2 on 28 count Zweigart grey, even weave. So I stitched on that, which I love stitching, and this will probably take the majority of this piece of fabric I have, which is a fat quarter. Okay, let me slip this into the project bag, and it's my lovely project bag gifted by Pauline from Sobe Bags. Okay, what else have I been stitching on? Well, I'll show you this, but I only put a few stitches in. I'm only showing you it so that I keep going on it, and this was, I've really not put a lot of stitches in this. I think I only did maybe one evening working on it. I'll just move my thread out of the way. Oh, all fingers and thumbs. It's this one here, which is the Bear in the Woods, I think it is, by Cottage Garden Samplings, and I'm stitching this with all the called for threads. This is the chart here. So I basically just worked kind of down this way. But yeah, doing this as a gift, no real kind of end date to do it. I'm stitching on a piece of fabric that I bought from a shop on Etsy called River Hut. River Hut Designs is, and this one is called Misty Meadows, and it's 32 count Murano even weave. Enjoy stitching on it. I was motivated to pick it up because I saw someone else do the finish, which I really liked. So yeah, just slip this back in. Sorry for the noise. Okay, what else have I been stitching on? Oh yes. And I also stitched on my Prairie Schooler, Hocus Pocus. If you remember, I started this last year, I think it was. Just have a quick drink of my coffee. I started this last year. It's on a piece of Murky, 32 count even weave. My Murky is a bit funny though, it's not, let me see, I'm guaranteed to lose this needle. Yeah, my Murky's a bit funny, but here is my progress. And I changed out the colours. I think there's like 5 or 6 colours. I replaced them with 2 of my favourite Halloween colours, which is this orange here, which is Lobster Claw, and the purple, which is Ultraviolet. I think this is by Classic Colourworks. The Ultraviolet is by Weeks. And that's my progress so far. So I finished this, I think the last time you saw it, I was still up here at the moon. Finished that block, stitched the owl block, and I've started on this block over here. These are really nice. I really enjoy stitching on it. I had high hopes that I'd have it finished for Halloween, but I think I'm going to fail miserably. But I really do like stitching on it. Some of them are a little bit more stitch intensive than others, but I really like how the owl turned out. And yeah, that's my progress so far on Hocus Pocus by the Prairie Schooler. Okay. And I also had a new start. I had seen this chart. Where am I? Oh, yeah, here it is here. I had seen this chart and I really liked it. And it's by the lovely Yasmin. Yasmin Made with Love. And I think I just saw it on social media. Really liked it. Thought, oh, I think I would like to try and stitch that up for Halloween. Ordered it up, came really quickly. And here is my progress. And I'm hoping that I'll have this finished within the next day or 2. So I have not stitched it as charted because I decided just to pull my own threads and incorporate my 2 favourite Halloween colours, which is obviously the Lobster Claw and the Ultraviolet. But what I did do is I followed everything and then I've just swapped things out. Yasmin's is fully DMC, so it's charted for DMC, but I just swapped it out for some over dyes. So this is Daylily. Is this Sally's Sunshine, I think? And then obviously the Lobster Claw and the Ultraviolet, and I just used DMC 310 and B5200 for the white. So I'm almost there. I really enjoyed stitching it. I just really liked it. This is fabric by West Loft Green Yarns, is that it? West Green Loft Yarns. This is 32 count Sleepy Hollow, I think is the name of it. I had a little sticker with the information on it. Let me see if I can find the sticker. Yeah, here it is here. Yeah, so it's definitely called Sleepy Hollow and it's 32 count. So I actually had a long thin piece of this fabric. I think my plan had been to do the Cricket collection, maybe the October or the autumn, whatever one I had decided to do. But I really like to do it on, I wanted to use it for this little bird. So that's my progress on that. I'm hoping to have that finished. For sure I'll have that finished before Halloween. I don't have so much left to do. So let me think, and that is all that I have been stitching on this time, but I did want to share some previous finishes. I don't think I've ever done that before. I think I always just move on to whatever the next one is. But I wanted to show you some of my previous, I won't go through all of these, but I've selected a few. So the first one I wanted to show you is a blackbird design. And it's this one here. And again, I stitched this, I think using a mixture of called for and my own stash. And it looks like I finished it in 2020. And back then, I don't know why, but anything with an alphabet, I always put my initials with different colour. But yeah, really enjoyed this. Have not, obviously not finished it as you can see, but I really enjoyed stitching this. For a while there, you used to see it quite a lot on social media that people had stitched it, so that was Blackbird Designs. I also stitched, let me see, this one here, which is another Blackbird design. I do stitch a lot of Blackbird design. I've kind of neglected them in the last year or so, which was this one here. And again, I used all the called for this one, I'm sure. And this would be roughly around the same time that I stitched the crow. I also stitched some of these now, I don't remember where they're from or the threads or whatever. I stitched this one here, which is Happy Halloween. It's really clear when I look at it here, but I'm not sure on screen whether it's easy to see. And I think this was a design from Etsy that I'd seen. And again, these are all quite, well, at least three years, I think, or older. And then I stitched this, and I remember stitching this when I'd broken my leg, because this is stitched on Ada. It's Picture This Plus. I've got a feeling it might be called Da Vinci, but that's at Summer Street, Halloween Cat. But this is stitched on Ada, because when I broke my leg I didn't have access to my lamp. So yeah, and I've got a couple more. I mean, I have a pile here. I have a real pile of ones. Let me see. This one I also stitched when I broke my leg, and this is stitched on Picture This Plus Heartland. I think it's a Madame Chantilly, the little Halloween mouse. So I really like stitching on that. Let me see, there was a couple I wanted to show you. I mean, I've got, as I say, I've got plenty of finishes here. This one I think is called Penny Autumn. I've got Penny Spring as well. That's from Plum Street Samplers. Don't know which fabric. If you follow me on Instagram, wherever I've stitched and finished it, I'll put the details. But I like that one. I'm going to start Penny Spring in the springtime, I think. Okay, just one or two more, and then I'll move on to what else I've got to show you. And I've got this one here. Can't remember what this one is called. The fabric is definitely an over-dyed, hand-dyed fabric. Not quite sure which one it is. And you can't, the moon is there. You can just vaguely see it. But the moon is there. Maybe if I restitch that moon it would be better. And I think this one here, this is a Barbara Anna, Old Halloween. I finished this a couple of years ago as well. Can you see it? I loved stitching on that one. Again, I'm not sure the fabric. It's a Picture This Plus, but I'm not quite sure what it is. It's clearly not Heartland, but it looks like I've had this fabric because I've got other pieces here that are finished. And I think the last one I'm going to show you, not that it's the only one I've got here, is a Quaker one. And I think I did this before I even started all these Quakers. It's by the same designer. And that's Spooky Quaker. And it's got my lobster claw and the ultraviolet that I like to use. But I don't know what I was thinking. Look at the piece of fabric I used, and so much. I could have put it that way and had it finished and still had plenty of fabric left over. But that's Spooky Quaker. Okay, so that was all my previous finishes that I wanted to share. I have a lot more. I literally have a bed under the box. Oh my god, I literally have a box under the bed that's got everything in it. And obviously you can see that I still hang things up behind me, so I'm not any better that way. Okay, what have I got? I've got some giveaways. Let me do the giveaways and then I'll do haul, I think. So the first thing I want to do is the giveaway winner for the chart from last time. It was going to be this chart here, La-di-da, Something Wicked. I've added in the DMC. And I had asked you all to use the word wicked. And I did the random comment picker before I started. And it looks like it's Karen, was it Wagers? So Karen, if you can drop me a message just with your postal address, and I'll get this chart in the post to you. Unfortunately, you'll not have it before Halloween. No, you might have actually if you live in the UK, but I'll get it posted out to you. And I wanted to ask again if Christine Foster could get in touch with me. Christine won the Mad Tea Party chart from Bella Filipina. She's not contacted me. So Christine, I hope you get in touch. If I don't hear from you by the next video, then I'll draw this one again and maybe somebody else can win this chart. But yeah, so Christine Foster, if you can get in touch with me, and Karen Wagers, I think it is, if you get in touch, and I'll get these posted out to you. Okay, let me do haul, and then I'll talk about my giveaway for this time. So the first thing, I have quite a bit of haul. Let me show you this little thing. I bought this not long after I filmed the last time, and this is from a company called Canny Little Fox. And let me just show you this fabric. How cute is this fabric? I love it. So I had seen this on Etsy, and it's a little kind of project, portable project holder. You've got little places there. You can put your scissors, your needles, and then there's this compartment here, and then there's also a zipper bit here. She's got the sparkly vinyl. Absolutely love it. And it was because John and I have started to do quite a lot of kind of road trips. I use that term loosely. As I lived in the Netherlands for over 10 years, I kind of miss Scotland. And since I've come back, obviously initially we were in lockdown, and then I broke my leg. So for a long while there, I didn't really get a chance to get out and about. So we kind of do a lot of kind of road trips. Most of the time the scenery is great because that's what I want to look at. But I decided I wanted to get a little kind of travel portfolio project holder, because maybe I'll take something with me so that I've got a little project in the car. So I bought this one from Canny Little Fox. I'll link the Etsy shop below. Really quick, loved it, and I'm really impressed with it. I'm tempted to buy more. I don't need more, but I'm tempted to buy more, but I do love the fabric. So that was a purchase. Because there's always a purchase in my world. And then I bought some charts. Of course I've bought charts, because that's what keeps me going. And I've got a little bundle here. Okay, so the first thing I bought was this one here by Pansy Patch. Is it Pansy Patch? Quilts and Stitchery. Oh my goodness. And this is Wisteria House. This is part of a series. I already have a series by this designer for the Christmas ones, but this is now Wisteria House, and I do believe there's another 2 coming out very shortly. And this is called, I think it's Wisteria Lane. So yeah, really liked it. Really, it was the colours. And then I had a kind of madness a little bit. And it's not that I didn't know this designer, but the Artsy Housewife, I would encourage you to sign up to her newsletter. She gives away a free chart every month. But I had been eyeing up Byron Blackbird for long enough. Didn't buy it, resisted, but then I crumbled. I don't know who I saw stitch it. Somebody was stitching it and I thought, I need to try and get that. But I didn't stop there, because then I bought Una Owl because I love owls. And then I didn't stop there because I really liked the Pretty Bird as well. So those were 3 from the Artsy Housewife. There's more. She's got a great kind of selection, a new designer. So I bought those 3. I also picked up Chubby Fox. I did Chubby Bird a couple of years ago, maybe 2021. I picked up Chubby Bunny, and this is Chubby Fox. Oh my God. Words are difficult, please, people. Words are difficult. Chubby Fox. I also picked up Pumpkin Roll. I quite like these little skinny pillows. Not that I've stitched any, but I think I've got all of them. And that's by October House Fibre Arts. I also picked up another one by Pansy Patch Quilts and Stitchery, and this one is Autumn Garden. I've got Summer Garden, that's autumn. And also by the same designer, I bought Betsy's Halloween basket. And you know I'm going to swap out the orange and the purple for Ultraviolet and Lobster Claw. I also picked up this one by Shakespeare's Peddler. I had looked at this one, decided not to buy it, looked at it, decided not to, and eventually I just bought it. I just really like it. It's called Painted Flowers. It's got quite a list of DMC in it, but I really like it. And I'm not finished yet. No, not finished yet. Then I also picked up this one here by Primrose Cottage Stitches, and it's called All Things Grow with Love. Looking forward to maybe springtime stitching. I'm almost there. Almost. I then picked up the new Wee Santa for 2023. And I picked up the final instalment, so I've got the full set now of the Tiny Modernist ornament series, and this is the 3rd part. So that's ornaments 9 till 12. And if you want to see what the others look like, that's it there, all completed. Okay. And as I say, I ordered from Yasmin's Made with Love, and Yasmin, I ordered 2 copies of this bird. So you've seen my copy, this is my 2nd copy, and Yasmin very kindly gifted me this one as well, which I'm going to start. So yeah, is that all? That's all my haul. I know it's a lot, I can't help it, I have a problem. So what am I thinking? Let me do the giveaways. I think I'm going to do a giveaway. Because it's my 3rd anniversary, I've decided to do 3 giveaways. So there'll be 3 words that you can include in your comment, depending on which giveaway you want, or you want to enter all 3. And that's fine, but you'll only win 1. So if your name is fortunately pulled for more than 1, I'll probably give you the choice just for 1. So I've got 3 different giveaways just to see if I can maybe appeal to everyone. The first thing is I want to give away, I bought 2 copies of this from Yasmin Made with Love, Halloween bird, and I've also put in a piece of fabric, the same fabric that I'm doing the bird on. The 3rd piece of that fabric is in my the autumn bird. So I just chopped the the piece. The fabric is a 32 count. As I say, it's Sleepy Hollow. If you can't stitch on 32 count, then let me know. Maybe I can give you, so it's a piece. It's big enough to do the chart, no problem. Sorry for the crinkling, I know people don't like it. So if you're interested in winning this one, I would like you to use the word bird in your comment. So if you're interested in winning the Halloween folk bird, please use the word bird. That everything I've got is a bit crinkly, I'm sorry. The next thing I'm going to offer as a giveaway is a magazine. It's brand new, it's not opened, you get the whole magazine. If you're interested in winning the magazine, can you use the word magazine? I should write this down or I'll forget. And I'll post this to you. And my third and final is a piece of fabric. And this is Chromatic Alchemy, 32 count. It's a printed fabric that I received in her advent box a couple of years ago. So if you're interested in receiving this 32 count even weave, then let me know. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pause so that I can open it, because it is really crinkly if I do it on camera. Hang on a second. Okay, so this is what the fabric looks like. If you're interested in receiving this piece of fabric, if you can use the word fabric. And the normal rules apply for any giveaway. Please don't use the word giveaway. Please don't use prize or anything like that. Please be over 18 so you can give me your name, your address, your postal address, and you can only win one. So you can either have the magazine, use the word magazine, you can have the little kit, it's no fabric, it's no threads, only fabric, and the chart, use the word bird. And if you'd want to win the piece of Christmas fabric, use the word fabric. And I'll pull 3 winners at my next video. Okay, one other thing that I want to talk about is, because I don't really have enough projects, obviously, I have decided I want to start a new long dog sampler. Now I have a couple of long dogs, but I seen someone's finish on this one and I was really kind of taken by it, so this is the one I'm going to start. If you're interested in joining in a SAL for a long dog, then I am going to start Game of Swans on the 1st of November. I'll post it on Instagram as well, but on the 1st of November I'm going to start this. I'm going to do it on white. I have the threads here. I ordered them from Arts and Designs. That's the threads. I'm saying I'm doing it on white, but I've got a kind of oatmeal coloured piece of fabric that might look good. I'm not sure. But this will be my very first long dog. I have about 4 in my stash, but this is me starting my very first one, and who knows how long it'll take me. I'm getting a little bit of a taste for stitching on bigger projects. So this one is 187 by 251, but it is just really, really beautiful. So if you're interested, you can join in the stitch along 1st of November. Not sure what the hashtag will be. Long dog SAL probably, or something along those lines. But it would be good if people wanted to join in to stitch a long dog. These are not quick projects, so we need to motivate one another to get it finished before the end of days, in my case, with all my stash. Okay, I think that's all for today. I'd like to thank everyone for joining me on my stitchy journey over the last 3 years. Who knew when I sat down that dreary, whatever it was, Monday afternoon to film a video, not even sure if I was going to post it, not even sure if I was going to do another one after it. Always felt as if I didn't really stitch enough, didn't really think my stitching was good enough to share with anybody. But here we are. You're an encouraging little bunch to keep me going through a lot of not very good things. and some good things. It's not all been doom and gloom, but in general it's not been a great 3 years for me. Yeah, now I'm just going to waffle on and then I'll start getting emotional. All to say is I'm doing fine. My father's a bit, it's not, things are the way that things are. It's not a great prognosis. Anyone who's been diagnosed with dementia knows that. But yeah, bit of a bumpy road here and there, but we're all fine. Anyway, I think I'm going to go, and please enter the giveaways. You can be international, it's fine. I'll post anywhere, and thanks for sticking by me. And yeah, that's it. I'm just going to waffle. So I'll see you all in a few weeks' time. Okay, thanks. Bye bye.